Welcome to Scrolling Out Loud. Today we're going to be reading some scary stories from Reddit. I'm David.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get comfy. All right, this one was a question that someone asked in Reddit. Scariest, that's what they say. People who had premonitions that something terrible was going to occur and then actually happened. What was that story? Okay.
So like some Final Destination type stuff.
Right. I love that shit. Okay. So this one says, it wasn't me, but my cousin. For my sister's graduation, our whole mom's side of the family was visiting from several states away. We were staying in a cabin in the second to last night there. My cousin had a nightmare that everyone was on fire. That would freak me out. She was about 10 and almost never had nightmares, so this was very uncharacteristic of her. The next night, my grandmother was in a tizzy about possibly missing her flight the next day. We were in a small area. Missing a flight was not really a risk. But my cousin joined the fuss, and it turned into such a hullabaloo, that the whole family, some of this writing isn't great, but that's okay. But the whole family ended up leaving at 9 p.m. to head back into town. That night at 1 a.m., lightning struck the propane tank along the outside of the cabin and created a massive explosion. The cabin was obliterated in seconds and burned for hours. The small town fire department, really small town, made up entirely of volunteers, didn't manage to put the fire out until 8 a.m. That's when we originally planned to leave. We had left in the morning, or if we had left in the morning like we planned, every single one of us would have died. That's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knew, and it just so happens that they left early.
Well, it's like those, I don't know what the instinct things are. It's like, I just feel like I shouldn't go to this place, or
right,
instinct kind of a thing that people have.
I mean, I'm kind of like a believer that I don't know where I picked it up, but if you forget your keys or something like that was the universe's way of being you should not leave right now. And there's been times I don't want to be oh, it happened to me, but there's been times that there was something in the road, or I was behind a tractor or a school bus or something, and then you hear that there was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
And that could have been you. If you would have left 5 seconds earlier, or 10 minutes earlier, whatever it was, and that could have been you, which it sucks that it happened, but at the same time, what are the odds that tractor decided to do that day, or that school bus? There was one time I was behind a school bus and it was a Saturday. I don't know. Something could have happened. Something couldn't have not, but I think it's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I've always just, if something's not going right, don't rush it. Just take your time. You'll get there when you get there. If you're running late for work, you're already late. If you rush,
that's where we're different.
If you rush, and then you could try to speed, and then it's something end up happening. So
right.
It's just, I'm already late. I'm already in trouble. I'm not going to lollygag and take my time.
I might stop and get a coffee. I don't know.
Or a McGriddle from McDonald's.
There you go.
Whatever. But yeah, I'm just not, that's crazy that the whole thing freaking blew up. Is nuts.
Well, and being such a small town with just volunteer firefighters, they don't have a lot of people and engines, and being a small town, they probably only have one or two engines. And
well, some of them, they're not even the full-on trucks. I know some towns, the trucks are the ones that you have to that carry the water, and that's all that they got, because there's not enough fire hydrants in the town.
Right.
And what they have is what they have, kind of a thing.
That's crazy. I don't know. I'm always a leave early person if I'm not 45 minutes early. Oh wait, at least 15 minutes early. If I have to be somewhere at 9, if I'm not there by 9:40 or 8:40, 8:45, I'm late. I'm in a fluster all day.
Oh, I know.
I know you know. All right, well, that was mine.
All right, my turn. Mine comes from Our True Scary Stories. Me and my friends used to play a lot of hide and seek when we were little. I'm 23 now, and I have to admit that at least twice a year, me and my friends can't help ourselves and play a hide and seek at night. 10 years back, we were playing hide and seek as always. We decided, me and 2 of my friends, to go hide in an old small vineyard, while the other 4 girls go behind an old house, which was in the exact opposite direction. As me and my friends were hiding, all 3 of us heard one of the girls telling us to run out of the vineyard as fast as possible. I answered that this is not the time and that we will be caught if we do that. But again, with the same tone, she told us just run. We did run, and as I said, we get caught. I turned around to yell at her for telling us to run, but she wasn't there. Long story short, the girl wasn't with us at all, and still don't know who or what told us to run that night. Also, for the people who might think that they pull a prank on us, it is not possible to get there. There's only one way, and the distance between our hiding spots and theirs was at least 200 meters.
Wait, so she thought she heard a certain friend, but then that certain friend wasn't there at all?
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole night, or just that right then?
Just right then.
Oh, I was like, I would think I would realize if like...
Yeah, just a voice out of nowhere just
right,
saying,
like
run.
if that friend, like, hey, I have a friend named Jessica, like if that Jessica wasn't there that whole night, I think I would realize, be like, what's going on? But that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
no.
creepy.
Yeah, nope. I had, when we were in high school doing dumb shit, we went to the Greenway Park and we're just walking around, and we were behind like a little berm or whatever, just sitting around talking. And all of us, not just one person, saw like 5 black figures.
You said in the Greenway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, keep going.
5 like black figures like running towards us. And I poked my friend and I was like, are we all seeing this? Or am I just going freaking nuts? He's like, no, we see it. And we just fucking booked it back to the cars. And I was like, yeah, we're not going back there.
That's crazy you say that. My dad won't go to the Greenway anymore because he was walking Lobo, his dog, and he 3 times, 2 or 3, I think it was 3 times, he saw people, like, black shadow, black figures, whatever. It was during the day, and they were like, you know, there's woods that line up right there.
Yeah.
He kept seeing them, and he's like, one of them came out and asked me, he said it was an older lady, and the only way that he could explain it was a lady that looked like the cat lady on Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
But he, for the life of him, cannot remember what her face looked like. And I was like, Dad, okay, whatever, because, you know, dads make up stories. That's what they do. But he said that it scared him so bad, like the way they were acting. And he's like, they were there and then they weren't. And his dog wouldn't like walk down the trail that they walked every day. And now like his dog, I mean, his dog's passed away. But when that happened, like his dog would not go down that certain path anymore. Because he said there was figures, and he thought that they lived there, like they were living in the woods, whatever, and there was like 5 or 6 of them, and he's like, it creeped him out. You know, my dad's not scared of nothing. Mm-hmm. It creeped him out, but that's funny that you said the Greenway.
Yeah, there's I've heard a lot of people have some like spooky, scary stuff that happened,
which is
there.
weird because it's like our small town isn't scary per se. It'd be different if it was like a.
Well, I mean, there's actually like a well-known haunted road not far from us.
Oh, the one that goes over the railroads?
No, it's
well, there's one that goes over that railroad that's like your car moves.
It's like it's not Morning Star, it's something Star.
Grand Star.
And it's got like an old beat up house that's out there, and it's like you can't see your hand in front of your face how dark it gets out there. I'm out. I will adventure through any abandoned like barn or burned down house or like abandoned house that's been there for 30. I love that shit, but the second that ghosties are part of it, I'm out. I cannot. I'm not a ghostie. I can't. They're too real for me. Yeah.
I can watch serial killers. I can watch zombies. I'm all about the zombie apocalypse. But ghosties, I'm out. I can't.
Yeah, that's the problem because all the movies and scary stuff that I like have to deal with
Nope.
ghosts and poltergeists and all the fun
Haunted
stuff.
dolls. See, the doll, there's just something about I'm like, okay, Annabelle, I get that it's real and she's ran away and it's a whole thing. Like I've listened to so many podcasts on like like the origin story of the Annabelle and all that, but that doesn't scare, and like Chucky, it's dumb. But like what was that movie? Paranormal Activity? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am out. Like there was one time that so David was in the military and we were young. We were 18. He was 19, had a newborn. Well, she was about 5-6 month old baby. And we had a puppy and a cat and we moved across the country. Lived our best life. Had a futon from Craigslist back when Craigslist was a thing. Like we didn't have any money. We were just in love and moved on with our life. Well, one time I called him when you were at PT, I think, right?
From what?
Okay, so I called him at work scared to death because there was a noise in our house and I could not figure out, like I was scared to move. I didn't want to leave. We had just moved into this house probably maybe 3 weeks, maybe. Well, I was scared, so scared. And I called him while he was at work in the military, which is a no-go. And he didn't answer. And I called him until he answered. And he's like, "Are you okay? Is the baby okay?" And I was like, "There's a noise. I don't know what to do." And I was trying to like make my exit strategy. And for some reason, I was like, I'm going to go into the attic. Who the fuck does that? Anyway, long story short, my dog, my puppy, was chewing on the, what's it called? Where the sink goes in.
Just a cabinet.
Yeah, she was chewing on that. So I heard that and I thought something was like scratching the walls. I was dumb. I was young. I don't do ghosties, and it was a brand new house. And in Georgia, the houses are older, so it was scary, but we lived because my dog chewed up what is it called? I don't know. Anyway, she was chewing on the corner of the cabinet. There was
a lot of chewing on things.
Oh yeah, German Shepherd puppies, I tell you, they chew on everything. But she was the best dog. Okay. Is it normal for dead people to visit you in your dreams?
We'll see.
Do you believe in that?
Yeah.
I do. Okay. 4 years ago, my grandmother died from COVID. Oh, that sucks. She was put in hospice and passed when she was taken off the breathing machine. The night before we found out that she would be put into hospice, I had a dream that we were at the beach. I've had this dream before, but all the other times was able to save her from the water. Oh. This time I wasn't. A few days after she passed, I had a dream that we were at her funeral at an in-hospice chapel. She was in the casket, but her ghost/spirit came to me. I don't remember much, but when we went into this white light, she told me that she loved me and to not be sad. Weirdly, she licked my face in the end like a dog. The mind can do some funny things. What did this mean? Is it normal? My mama is religious, and she told me that it was a demon, but sometimes I think the dream and wonder.
I don't know what that would make that think that was a demon.
I mean, I know that, like, they say demons come and, like, act good to get your, like, trust.
I mean,
you
yeah.
know? And, like, they say that, like, a lot of kids and dogs are very receptive animals, are very receptive to ghosts, spirits, all the things. And that kids, they use people that they love or they know, excuse me, that to get their trust, and then they make the kids do certain things. I don't know. I don't know how much of that's Hollywood and how much of that's real.
Yeah, but I still don't understand how that pertains to the person, the grandma coming in the dream, how that they would make that a demon.
So maybe it has something to do with her being religious. I don't know.
Yeah, but then I know there's a lot.
It's because she licked her face.
I
I don't know.
I mean, maybe. Because I know there's a lot of religions that, like, seeing dead relatives in your dreams is, like, seen as, like, a good thing.
Yeah, like they visited you. They said goodbye. Did it say that it was before she died, though? Oh, a few days after she had passed, I had a dream that we were at her funeral at an in-hospice chapel. She was in the casket, but her ghost/spirit came to me. I don't remember much, but we went into this white light, and she told me that she loved me and to not be sad. So I do know that a lot of people come to people in dreams and be like, I'm okay, don't be sad, like, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, more of a, I'm okay, so you be okay kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate that. And honestly, like, I'm a big, I do believe, but at the same time, like, I know that, like, if you see some random person in your dream and you're like, I've never seen that person before, you probably have. You know, walking around Target and you see that person for a split second, like, your brain knows, hey, I've seen that face. Or it's like a piece of your face, a piece of their face, a piece of that face, like, and it, like, makes what it's supposed to be.
Like a Frankenstein.
Right, but your brain doesn't know. And they say that, like, you can see your own nose, but you don't think about it because your brain, like, fills in that spot.
Yeah.
Brains are nuts. I actually heard something the other day that kind of pertains to this. So someone said, I don't even remember who, so I can't credit them, but somebody said that, you know why you fall? Actually, I think it was on Thread Talk. Denver was talking about how when you fall in your sleep, you know, and you jolt awake, it's because your brain doesn't know what it's like to die. So it's like, I can't fake that. So you wake up. Because your brain's never died, because you've never died. So you don't know how that feels to die. Which I was like, well, that makes sense.
I mean, I've heard that. I've heard that it was that the angels were coming to get you, but decided that it wasn't time. So they drop your soul back into your body, kind of a thing. Or when you fall into your dream, when you hit the ground is when we wake up. And there's been a number of things. I've had that happen. A few times.
Almost every night before I fall asleep. Right before I fall asleep, I, like, jerk.
But I've had it sometimes where I literally have felt like I just smacked the mattress.
Oh, gosh.
And I mean, but I just go right back to sleep.
Have you had any crazy dreams that you can't explain?
No, not really. I mean, just like...
Have you had people die? Have you had people that die? Have you had people that died and came back to, like, visit you in your dreams? I don't know how to...
I think mine were more or less just like memories.
Oh, like a full memory?
Yeah, I just played
like you remembered that actually happening.
Like with my grandpa and, like, grandma and stuff like that, but not anything like them coming to tell me something in my dreams or anything like that.
I had a dream one time that fucked me up bad, like weeks and months and literally almost a year now. So my mom had passed away. She had cancer and it was a long, hard battle, and, you know, besides the point. So, 2 weeks after she died, it was almost to the day. It was like a week and like 6 days. I don't know what it was, but I had a dream that... Okay, for all of you who don't know, I'm about the zombies. I love zombies. I'm here for it. It's gonna happen. So, and I do know that I was watching The Walking Dead, like, spinoff of some sort. I was in it. And I had a dream that I was in like a school or an airport, something that had like a lot of stalls in the bathroom. Like it wasn't just like a few at a restaurant. Like it was like a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I had a dream that they were coming after me and it was raining and I got out of the car and I like stepped between the curb and like where you pull up, you know, and I like twisted my ankle or hurt my leg or something. And I was running through the hallway and I went into the bathroom and my mom was there, but I don't know if she was there the whole time. I don't remember. And I went into a stall because that's going to stop the zombies. But it was one of those bathroom doors, like out of the actual bathroom that you just push. There's no like handle. And the zombies were starting to come in. And my mom was like, it was so loud. It was so loud, like, you know, zombie noises. And they were coming and my mom was like, wake up, you have to get out of here, wake up. And like it all of a sudden went silent. Like, you know, in the movies where it's like silent and you only hear that one person. Well, she grabbed my face and she was like, if you die in your dream, you die here. Or no, if you die in your dream, you die in real life. And she screamed, wake up. And I shot out of bed, like so hard. Like yes, they say like, oh, I shot out of bed. But like, I literally got out of bed and stood up. Like I couldn't breathe. And but I woke up.
Some Freddy Krueger type shit.
Right. And I literally, after I was like, I should make that a movie. I don't have the money to do that, but I really should. But like, she was there for me. And I don't know, like, but when I woke up, it was like I couldn't breathe. My heart was pounding out of my chest. Like I was hot and I was sweaty. And I don't sweat when I sleep. Like I'm a cold person. And I couldn't breathe. And like my dog was there and she had passed shortly after that, my dog had. But I think she knew 'cause she was literally standing right there when I woke up. Like she was like, you're right, which is probably me flying out of bed didn't help that.
Yeah.
But she slept on my side of the bed and there was just something about that. And sometimes like you have a dream and it could be something so mundane. Like I was driving, listening to like AM radio. I don't know. And it feels so real. Or there's been times where I feel like I made pancakes for the kids or something. And I'm like, that felt so real.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've had those dreams where it's like I've gotten up, gotten ready for work, did everything, ate breakfast.
At 2 a.m.?
No, like it was a dream.
Oh.
And got into the car and going to leave and then wake up and it's 2:00 in the morning.
I have a lot that I get up, go pee. And I literally have to be like, did you pee in the bed? Because it literally feels like you're peeing and you don't, but I've had a lot of those where I get up and go to the bathroom. I have to make sure I open my eyes when I'm in the bathroom because I'm really bad at like, I have to keep my eyes shut so I don't lose any sleep because I'm going potty like in the middle of the night because that's, you know, saving your sleep. But I have had a lot of those where I really feel like I got up and peed. And I'm like, well, did I? But I don't remember coming back to bed or whatever it is.
And I've had the one like where like I went to bed like right after dinner in high school and thought I had slept till like it was time to get up for school. Got up, got dressed, did everything, get ready to go. And my bedroom was in the basement. And I looked out of my door and all the lights were off and looked in the garage and mom and stepdad's cars were still in the garage. I'm like, what the hell? Like maybe they're late for work. So I went upstairs and everyone's still asleep. Didn't even look at the clock. It was still 11 o'clock at night.
That happened to you in the military one time. You woke up at 5:15. Like you came home and you it was in the winter and you woke up at like 5:15 and I was like, what are you doing? We're still like up, like, I don't think I made the kids dinner. I don't remember, but I was like, what are you doing? Like you were in your full like PT outfit. And I was like, bro, it's dinner time. It's not morning time, but you're like, it's 5:15. I was like, yeah, at night, honey. But you slept so hard that you thought it was the next day.
Well, and you can't be late in the military.
Right.
You get in trouble.
Right. Or 4:15 or whatever time it was. I don't know. Those good sleeps, those good naps, I tell you.
All right. My next one is I think I'm sleepwalking. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Okay. A few weeks ago, I moved into an old rental house. Every night around 2 a.m., I'd hear someone pacing in the hallway. But when I checked, it was always empty. Last night, I decided to record it. I set my phone on the dresser facing the hall and forced myself to stay in bed. Sure enough, I heard the footsteps again. Slow, heavy, deliberate. This morning, I watched the video. The hallway looks empty the whole time, but my bedroom door slowly swings open on its own. And then, right before the screen goes black, the camera catches me sleeping. Except, I'm standing in the hallway, staring at the bed.
Nope. Nope. I'm out. Burn it down. No, and he's by himself?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I swear to God, if I ever catch you standing by the bed by yourself. Mm-mm.
This comment says, yo, get the fuck out of there immediately if you don't want to end up with Ed and Lorraine at your house checking shit out.
Please.
I mean, they're dead, but, you know.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, because I went and saw the first Paranormal Activity with a buddy.
Yeah, I was out.
And you didn't go.
No, I'm saying I was out. I didn't go.
Oh, and the main part of that movie, if obviously a lot of people saw it, is the girl standing next to the dudes.
Now.
But like, I'm like, as soon as I got home, I was like, if I ever see you doing that, you're getting smacked. Oof. I don't care. You are getting
please.
Fucking mollywopped.
Knock my ass out.
Like, I am not playing that game.
You sleptwalk in the military.
Mm-hmm. I know you told me.
One time, there was one time that you brought me firewood.
Mm-hmm.
You went around the house with your hands. I don't think there was actually anything there, but you went and brought me firewood and put it on the bed. And then I made you get back in bed, and then you wanted cereal, and then I got you cereal.
There's always cereal involved with everything.
Oh, still, to this day.
Yes.
I started that with my midnight cravings because I was pregnant. I needed cereal before bed.
When I wasn't allowed to get anything at night until
I was
you
pregnant.
moved in.
I was like, no, don't fuck with a pregnant girl's cravings.
Yeah, no, not at all.
What was it? If it was fruity or Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah,
when I was
Cocoa
pregnant,
Pebbles
and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm a simpler girl now, but that's all I wanted. And it had to be like between 10 o'clock and midnight. I would be full, fine. And then as soon as like, I was like, I need something. And it had to be something sweet, something cold.
Mm-hmm.
Cereal just hits. Mm-hmm. Even now to this day, like we still, 15 years later?
Yeah.
Still eat cereal at night in bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's comfort. There's always comfort things. Let us know in the comments what you think your comfort is. Like your comfort food. Cereal hits, bro. Cereal hits.
Like back to the sleepwalking, like my youngest brother Cameron, when we lived in BFE, Missouri, he walked and ended up going out of the house down to a friend's house, which was like, I think maybe a quarter mile away, and just knocked on their door, sleepwalking. And they caught, luckily it was a friend's house.
Right.
But this is one of the small towns that like literally everybody knows freaking everybody. And mom had to go and get him from sleepwalking to their friends. He was like, I think I was in like 5th grade. So he had
like
to have
11,
been like
12.
3rd.
So he was like 8, 9. I think that was one of my biggest, because they say boys do it more. Boys sleepwalk more than girls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just something, I don't know. Maybe I'm lying.
Both of them talked in their sleep.
Oh, you fucking talk in your sleep.
Now I didn't used to.
We have conversations, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that was one of my biggest like fears as a mother. Like I was scared that the kids would sleepwalk, mainly our son. I don't know why. But then when we moved into the duplex and they were downstairs and we were upstairs, I was so scared that like they were going to sleepwalk, which some of the videos are very funny. And I get it. Like it's very funny. Like seeing the people on TikTok and they're sleepwalking and security cameras and stuff. But that's along the line with the ghosties. I'm a little scared of it. I'm a little scared.
I like the funny ones where they go and they start cooking stuff.
That's scary too.
No, they don't actually like turn stuff on.
I think if I had a sleepwalking anything in the house, I would like lock it down. Lock it down. It wasn't like Step Brothers where they put the pillows in the
oven.
The oven and the
purse was in like the freezer or something.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that I could get, but at the same time, like what if he's like, well, I see these where they put like the pan with the eggs on the dryer and they think that they're cooking and like, but what if they put the dog on the counter or on the stove or, you know what I mean? Like turn it on, light the house on fire. I don't know.
I mean, I guarantee there's plenty of things that have happened like that.
Right. Would that be arson?
No.
Or would that be like insanity? Like I claim insanity? Because if I started the fire, but I was sleepwalking. There's a story where the guy killed his wife's mom and dad, and he was sleepwalking. He didn't believe it. Like he's like, I didn't do that, but he did. He went over to their house while he was sleeping and stabbed him. I've heard that story a million times, but
I don't know how much of that's sleepwalking. I don't know if I believe that.
He said he was. But it's all hearsay. Like if I say one thing, you say one thing, who do we believe? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that.
But he did like lie detector. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, but lie detectors are so easily freaking manipulated.
Well, and they're not municipal in court and stuff. I don't know if I could pass one. I'm too emotional. I probably couldn't. He asked me what my dog's name is. I'm going to cry about it.
Probably.
Like, oh, you're lying. His name is really that, but I'm lying about it. So this is from the same thread as earlier. People who had premonition that something terrible was going to occur, and it actually happened. What's your story? So this one was from 5 years ago. I am 6 years older than my younger brother. When I was 16, I woke up in the middle of the night distraught. I had a dream that my brother passed away, and it was so vivid that my mother had to physically take me to his room to make sure that he was still alive.
Damn.
In my dream, my brother had been ran over by a car and died instantly. The next morning, my mother was exhausted from calming me down the night before. She got into her car. It starts to back out of the driveway. She stated that she thought of my dream and decided to stop her car, check on my brother before leaving work. When she got out of her car, she found that my brother had wiped out on his bike and hit his head, was inches away from her tire.
Jesus.
He was positioned in a way that she was unable to see him in the mirrors or the backup camera.
Damn, that's crazy.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Well, not only premonition, but a mother's instinct to take it seriously of some sort, you know? So the comments are, he's fine now. Yes, because of the dream, she didn't run him over because she remembered the dream.
Yeah, that'd be scary as hell. I wouldn't.
Could you imagine having that dream and like telling yourself, oh, it's just a dream, it's just a dream, it's just a dream? I think I'd still have to do it just in case it wasn't just a dream.
Especially if it like felt like super real, like those that kind of a dream where it's just like you don't know if it was real or you were asleep or whatever.
Right. And as a mom, I feel like kudos to her for believing, even if it was in her own head, like, oh yeah, let me just check real quick. 'Cause that wasn't, I'm a big knock on wood person. I'm a big like treat other people how you want to be treated, all that stuff. So I think if someone told me, hey, you're gonna get T-boned at a red light, I would double check at all red lights for I don't know how long till I forgot about it, but I forgot about a lot of things. So
Well, there's that. All right, last one. The shadow watched us sleep.
Nope.
I was sleeping at my best friend's house, and she always used to tell me about odd things that happened around the house, like how they would suddenly hear their mom calling for them, or they would see her standing in the kitchen when she wasn't even home. They would hear footsteps in the abandoned house above them. Make sure I read that right. They would hear footsteps in the abandoned house above them.
Maybe an apartment?
Maybe. They'd see someone standing outside their window out night. Okay, yeah, this isn't written very well, so sorry. They would see someone standing outside their window out night, is what they have written.
At night.
Many things. So last time I slept over her place, we were talking about something recent that happened to her of the sort, and we just drifted off to sleep after it. Her dog was sleeping next to me. She didn't make a sound and slept calmly. A while later, I felt something tingling my body. A light touch and a slow pull on the bedsheet. Normally, I woke up a bit scared and saw Simba, my friend's dog, standing on the edge of the bed and looking straight at the window. And then she started barking like crazy, which was odd since she was a very calm dog. My friend woke up and she told me not to be scared and to sleep it off. The next day, she told me that there was the shadow of a man standing outside her window, watching us, that she was the only one who could see him, and it wasn't the first time that this happened. Taking a long break from sleepovers.
Yeah. We don't go to everybody's house.
Yeah, no, that one.
She sounds like she knows. Like she's like, oh, just leave it alone. Don't worry about it. Like the friend.
Yeah, like the
like
friend's
that's normal.
house.
Don't worry about it.
You're like, oh, he's just, the dude that used to live here. He just kind of pops in every now and again. That's Fred.
Right. I don't know. I watched that show Ghosts, and I'm like, oh, I could do some like cool ghosts like that if I could see them all the time, like she does. I don't know. When the dog barked though, that'd be my cue. Like, hey mom, come get me.
Yep. Nope. I don't want to sleep here anymore. She can sleep over at my house next time as long as Fred doesn't come with her.
Don't bring him. Don't bring him over.
Fuck you, Fred.
I don't know. We have a ghost at work. I don't think he moved shops with us, but
yeah, I don't think so.
At the other shop, for sure, there was no way that he wasn't. And I swear that one time, so there was a mail lady that came, and they used to bring our mail into the shop if we were open and say hi and stuff. And there was one lady I've never seen before. I still have never seen her again after that. And in my brain, I was like, okay, she's just filling in for the day, whatever. Because we have one consistent mail person.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to come every day. And he still comes to our shop to bring his dogs. We're groomers. And he didn't come that day, but this one lady did. And she was like, oh, I'm surprised you're still here. And I was like, why's that? Like, being personable, whatever. And she's like, oh, nobody ever lasts here. I guess a bunch of businesses have been in that shop. And so our shop was in like a little strip mall, and at the end of the strip mall was a train, like a railroad. And she said that there was a lady that got hit by the train, and she haunts these places. And I was like, whatever, like whatever. But I've never seen her again. It was really weird. She didn't give me any mail. She just came in and talked. And then there's been several things that have happened at that shop. And then we moved, and I think one mop fell one time. I don't think I've seen anything at this shop.
Yeah, I haven't noticed anything.
But the old shop, things would move, things would fall. I went to go potty one time, and like the things that we keep the bandanas in were all down when I came back out. I was in there for 42 seconds, long enough to pee and wash my hands. And they were all, and I was like, I was the only one there.
Well, and then like we would make sure to turn everything off when we left, and then like a light that we know that was turned off was on,
or the TV would
was
be always on.
A random thing that we wouldn't have it turned to. or whatever.
Oh, that one time I stood outside talking to my boss for a good 45 minutes. We were outside talking. Everything was off. And we had like this wire kennel thing that was leaned up against the wall that was there for a long time. We didn't just put it there. We put it there like a couple weeks and it fell. And he was like, I'm out. But I didn't go back inside.
This shit.
I didn't go back inside. The next day when I came, it was on the floor. Like it had slid down or something, but nothing had happened for that to happen while we were talking because we were outside. It was dark. It was night. He had brought something to the shop and he forgot his key. So I had met him up there to unlock so that he could put stuff in. So he literally walked into the front counter, set stuff down, locked back up, and we were talking for a while. And it was loud. Like we heard it outside and it was in the back.
Yeah, when those things fall, they make a loud bang.
Yeah, it was like a wire playpen. It was that one that's upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And it had been leaning against the wall. It wasn't even like a lean. It was like a straight, just a little.
Mm-hmm.
And it had been there for a while and it fell. There was one time that all the paper towels that were under the sink in the bathroom were on top of the sink. And the girl that I worked with at the time sent me a picture and she's like, did you do this? And I was like, one, why would I do that? But I think later she had asked me if I, maybe it was leaking or something. So I moved them. I was like, I didn't touch them. And then the box that the Christmas tree was in, we had it in the bathroom, but it was like off to the corner. It was right in front of the toilet. I have pictures. We could post them. I literally, we could put them there.
Yeah, we'll put them in there.
It was creepy. And I thought for the longest that she was playing the trick on me. And we had went out to margaritas, years later. And she's like, were you playing a trick on me? And I was like, I for real thought you were playing a trick on me. We don't know how it happened.
Yeah, I hadn't started working there yet when all that happened. So
it was right in front of the toilet. Like you couldn't even sit on the toilet. It was in the way.
Yeah, I remember you showed me the pictures, but yeah, I never got to see or witness any of that stuff. The only stuff that I witnessed was like the light being turned back on or the TV thing.
Oh, the TV always. And so there were some times where I joked. I was like, you want me to leave the TV on tonight? Casper, like I called him Casper. And there was times when like the pen, because we have these, I made these pens and they literally are like circle all the way around. And we would have it next to the book, whatever. And it would be there just fine. And then all of a sudden it would roll off. Or we had all the kennels were full that day. I remember I had like 5 schnauzers. It was a very loud day, but it wasn't. It was very quiet. And I was bathing one of them and all of a sudden they all started barking, which is very loud. If you know what schnauzers are, they're very loud. And then there was like 4, and then I had a dog in the tub. And I was just jamming out to my music. Like I was just living my best and it was very quiet. And then all of a sudden they all started barking. And then the mop bucket's here and the mop is like leaning against the wall this way. Somebody would have had to push it for it to go the other way and it fell. All the dogs started barking right before it happened. Yeah, and I literally so there was a door between the kennel room and the bathing room. I just shut the door and I said, not today, Casper. I'm not doing it. I'm by myself. I cannot do this. And it was fine the rest of the day, but I had like the goosies, like your hair stands up, I was like, I'm not doing it today because I had a lot of shit to do that day. But there's been some, and we talk about it every once in a while that I'm like, oh, I wish he would have came with us, but I don't know if it was somebody that died on the railroad tracks or...
Yeah, I don't know, because...
We had a lot of used furniture, and they say that spirits, but that same furniture went with us to the new shop, so... Yep,
I don't know how a lot of that stuff works.
So, I don't know. There's sometimes where I'm like, okay, I want to understand it, but I don't fuck with ghosties. I don't want to do the ghosty.
I'll admire from afar. I'll read my ghost stories and play my scary games. I'm not trying to be like Sam and Colby out here.
Well, I felt real dumb because I was like, I don't want to fuck with you, Casper. You don't fuck with me. You can make noise. You can run into shit. Like I run into shit. It's fine. But don't fuck with me. And I mean, he made a little bit of stuff, but it was never anything that I was like things didn't fly at me or doors slammed in my face. It was like little things, just to be like, oh, okay, I know you're here. You stay over there and I'll stay over here. Like, we'll do our own thing. I don't know.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. So if you have any scary stories of your own, please feel free to leave those in the comments. As always, like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
Love you. Bye.